what do you think about the bot? Like, what do you think about? Because I mean, for me, that's a massive cherry on top of this Sunday,
Yeah,
whatever. But
exactly.
I'm in it because of the full self driving. The bot is just the way how Elon talks about it.
It's
It's a
too
whole
big.
different world. It's too big for me to even comprehend, and I'm
But
trying to add it.
it's
Yeah,
connected. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I'm trying to put it in my valuation. I'm just like, I mean, like I asked a question on X the other day. I'm like, so wait, how much? How many bots do you think they're going to make, and starting from what year or something like that? And people are talking about, yeah, in 2026 or 2027,
Hmm.
it'll be like 10,000 bots. I'm like, doing what? Like, selling where? I mean, okay, sure. Elon said next year there's gonna be 1,000 bots in the factories, sure, but 10,000 bots being sold out, like each side for 20,000 each. I don't know. It's weird. Yes, that they're easier to build than cars. I get that, but I don't know. I don't know. It seems too early. I don't know. It's just hard to comprehend this for me. So,
So you just mentioned that I think before we started recording that you just tested FSD, right?
oh
Maybe
yeah,
it was after you recorded. So
yeah.
ask yourself this question. This is what helped me, wrap my brain around it. Unlike you, I don't actually sit there and model the company. I don't need that. I watched other people model. I'll
Mm,
ask questions about what their models are. And I go, do I agree with their kind of underlying thesis? And does it make sense? And that's what I do with everything. I just go like, what this person's saying makes sense. And I most of the time call BS on lots of things, right? Everything. But then it's led me to this company, and I just look at it like, you just tested FSD. You can see that it is driving like a human. Is it perfect yet? No, it isn't perfect yet. The March of the Nines is a huge undertaking to be able to get enough data to analyze and to build a solution. So I'll give Tesla as much time as they need, because what they're doing has never been done in human history. So like, when I think about that statement, it's never been done in human history. You want it tomorrow. You want it to be like, because there's financial interests involved. So people are like, they're making short-term bets. You can see there's this influencer flips, that guy made a bad bet. I stay away from all of that noise, and I just think about where does it go after FSD. It's just like the options bet, GameStop. Where are the guys going to go next? So when you ask yourself that question, and I ask you, where does FSD go after the cars? After the cars, where do they apply
to the bots. Yeah, I
it?
know. Yeah, I know. That's right. That's right.
That's it. It's okay. Now imagine we can get down into the imagine situation. Okay, your wife makes this recipe extremely well, and and she can now teach a robot how to do that, and then sell this course or sell this app or widget or whatever, sell this thing into the bot in your home, and you can have that prepared by this amazing recipe that the wife developed, or whatever. You could go on, chef, I said wife, but let's say chef, a Michelin grade chef with a restaurant, teaches the bots and sells it. We could go on and on and on, creating these like ideas of an expert teaching a machine, and then it proliferates throughout society. How much would you pay for that? Do you want to free up your time to go do other things, or do you want to be a slave to money your entire life and exchange your time for money? I don't know. That's up to you. But that's how I think about it. And
Yeah,
I'm and
it's it's interesting. It's going to be an interesting world we're going to enter in the next 5 years with autonomous driving Some are saying the bots will come before the autonomous driving thing
Sure.
because there's a lot of rules and regulation.
Yeah. How do you
But
think about it?
I don't know. Like that's the thing. If you're gonna have a bot deployed, doesn't that also need to have rules and regulations? That you're gonna have some, you know what
Sure.
I mean?
Safety, yeah.
But I mean, I think it's safer to have a bot than have a car drive itself. So I also think in that world as well. So I don't know. It's weird. It's a lot of things to look forward to. It's a lot of work, that's for sure. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. The stock will be an overnight thing, in my opinion, once they realize it. But the the work, I think in China, I don't know what's the update with the full self driving with Baidu because I know they're working on something there since April. Um, then they haven't entered Europe yet, but I know they will. Just a lot of red tape there. And then in the US, we see deployments of full self driving. Even in Canada, we see it happening. People like I rented it a Tesla for 31 days, the Model 3, and it didn't have full self driving, but it had um the auto steer, the autopilot.
Hmm.
And every time when I'm on the highway, I would always use it. And everyone would when they're driving by, they would just look into the car, they'll see my hand's not on the wheel. They're like, "What the hell is he doing?" And I'm just like, "Hey, man, it's just it's going. It's autopilot."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah.
I rented a Toyota in I was just in Cali for actually ended up being 6 weeks.
Mm.
And I rented for 3 weeks, so it was really expensive to get a Tesla, and I actually took it to the Tesla takeover, which was hysterical. Gally put the cyber bulls on blast with me getting into it, which was fun, right? It was fun. But the thing is I actually got to see that even Toyota, it's not a good lane keep system because it bounces around in the
Yep.
lanes, but they have that too, and it's able to keep. It's a very basic system, and it doesn't do a great job with turns. Sometimes it likes to ping pong off of it, but it works well enough. And I just think like this idea that you have to take the entire market, or you have to be first. I think you have to have a great product that people want to buy. And if they feel safe, right? Originally, I didn't feel safe, giving the car control with autopilot. So
Mm.
my hands were literally hovering over the wheel. Now I still, to this day, my hand is in my lap, and FSD is doing everything, and my fingertips are on the wheel, just in case, right? Especially passing a median or a divider or somewhere where if it does something erratic, it's my life on the line. So,
Yeah.
and it's my vehicle on the line. So that trust is built over time. It's not going to be super fast. I don't
Yeah.
think that one day regulators just go ahead, you can have the whole country, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I
No, I
don't
don't
think
think
that's
so
how it
either.
works. But at the same time, if it's safer than a human and lives are saved, that's ultimately what regulators want. And
Yeah.
that's why they've had a pass. That's why Waymo can do what it's doing in certain states. Even if it means that Tesla will have to have teleoperators. I just think that there's like a path to full autonomy, but it's not going to be overnight. So that's why I don't have like this fear that the stock is just gonna rip out to 1,000 and I'm gonna be stuck. I think we'll see that, right? We'll see the market start giving it credit, and the headlines change, and the upgrades happen, and so that there's smoke and fire. When I see that, that's when I kind of shut down all the covered calls and the betting that it won't go up. But the reality is we've been doing this for many years of it bouncing around between two levels essentially.